Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to have a really difficult conversation with someone you love but just didn't know where to start? Having hard conversations with the people that you love can quite literally not only make your relationships better but actually save them when the time comes. But why is it so hard to have hard conversations? Is it the fear of loss of love, fear of loss of respect? Or is it the fear of your relationship not staying the same as it was before? Well, there's a law called the law of loss aversion. Now, what is the law of loss aversion? Imagine I have 3 mangoes with me. You give me 2, now I have 5. I'm very happy. Imagine a second scenario where I have 5 mangoes, but you snatch 2 away from me. I'm sad. Now, the amount of pain that I'm going to feel when you take 2 mangoes away from me is going to be double the amount of happiness I'm going to get if you give me 2 mangoes. This is the law of loss aversion in behavioral economics, where as human beings, we experience the pain of loss twice as much as we experience the joy of gain. But what we have to understand is that relationships are rarely ever going to stay the same. Even your closest relationships, the relationship that you even have with your parents, is going to change its face and shape as time evolves, as you evolve. Your relationship dynamics are a reflection of who you are at that stage in your life. And a changing relationship dynamic is a proof of your evolution rather than something to be feared. Now, how do we have hard conversations? There are 4 steps to having hard conversations. Step number 1, tell the smallest possible truth. What makes a hard conversation intimidating is that there's too many moving parts, there's too many elements to be talked about, and everything seems too magnanimous and big to even start. We want to start a hard conversation, but there are so many things to talk about and so many big things to talk about, complex things to talk about, that we just don't know where to start. So break your truth down into smaller pieces until you find a piece small enough that doesn't intimidate you into inaction, that makes you want to have or start that conversation. By the way, when I was struggling in my own closest relationships, I wish somebody gave me what I'm about to show you. I created India's first conflict resolution card game called Let's Fix It. It is a conversational tool that you can use to solve fights and conflicts with your loved ones. Relationships are like puzzles, and each fight reveals a missing piece. And most people avoid fights thinking that fights are going to damage relationships, when in reality, fights don't damage relationships. A lack of repair damages relationships. And Let's Fix It is your repair tool. It helps you create stronger bonds. It helps you solve fights and build stronger emotional bonds, and to make your relationships bulletproof. Now, Let's Fix It is available at beingbeyond.in and on Amazon. Now back to the video. Step number 2, don't defend your position. When you're approaching a hard conversation, approach it with a collaborative mindset instead of a competitive mindset. We don't mean to do that often enough, but when we are trying to have a hard conversation, especially with somebody that we love, where the stakes are high, what's happening is we are approaching it with a mindset of wanting to prove myself right, that this is my position. I feel like I'm explaining or expressing to you how much I care, but actually what it's coming across is as me defending my point. Now, when we try to defend ourselves or defend our point, we instantly put the other person in a defensive mode, which completely renders the entire conversation pointless, because if you induce this sense of defensiveness in the other person, they're not going to be wanting to have this conversation. Their defenses are going to go up and their receptivity is going to go down dramatically. So instead of wanting to defend your position, wanting to defend your point, approach this conversation, approach this hard conversation with a mindset of collaboration and not competition. Step number 3 is comfort and admit. Comfort your loved one, comfort this other person of their position. Admit to their concerns. What we are doing in this situation is we are dramatically reducing their defenses and we are making them feel comfortable enough to share their point of view. What this does is make the other person feel comfortable enough to ease into the truth, to ease into the conversation, and share with more honesty and transparency without the fear of your anger or volatility. Step number 4, co-create a solution. Invite this other person, invite your loved one to co-create a solution together, to create a solution from a collaborative mindset like we discussed in step 2, and not a competitive mindset. A prompt that you can use when you're trying to come up with a solution. What is the one repair ritual that we can create, that we can come up with when a similar situation arises in the future? What this is doing is, again, the emphasis is on a collaborative mindset. One bonus tip that I'm going to give you is to find out the DISA personality color of yourself and your loved one. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch this video. This is where I talk about the DISA personality types, which will not only help you understand what to say to this person, but also how to deliver what to say. What understanding DISA personality type is going to do for you is not only make you understand what to say to them, but more importantly, how to say that. Go ahead, watch that video, and I hope these 4 steps help you make your difficult conversations easier with the people that you love. See you in the next video.